Hey guys, I'm back. Okay, Jamie, that's me here. I want us to have a conversation about Love Island USA. It's a few things that's been going on, more so the drama of it all, and we have to touch on it. Okay, we do have another episode dropping tonight, and I will be here and be back with you guys for us to get into it. They're supposed to be doing a recoupling, and can I go ahead and say, when it comes to the recoupling, who I see exiting the villa is going to be Elin. I'm just letting y'all know. I think it's going to be Elin. It's very clear that Iris and Pepe were single after their people have already left the villa. And Pepe already trying to make the moves on Miss Iris by asking her to sleep in the bed. Yeah. So they finna go ahead and lock in, lock tight. Now y'all know that Elin as well as Pepe kissed Iris in the previous challenge, but she liked her kiss with Pepe a bit more. So she's been going on chats with him more than Elin. Elin, baby, we appreciate you. It has been fun. You are such a cutie pie, but baby, it's time for you to take that ass home, okay? That's what it's going to be given. We already know that Amaya is moving on, okay? Amaya moving on like Maya, period, okay? So she's moving on to Brian, and I love to see it. I know a lot of people been calling cap on Brian. I know a lot of people have been feeling like he's not genuine. Well, guess what? If you ask me, there isn't a single couple on this show that really is genuine, honestly. If I can really sit and think about it, I probably would give it to Taylor. And I know y'all don't want to hear this, but I probably would give a piece of it to Taylor and Clark. Right? I mean, obviously, there's been conversations around Ace and Chelley, and that's been very questionable and stuff. I don't always feel like Ace shows himself up to be a genuine person. I mean, you just, for me, it probably would be Taylor and Clark. I'm not even believing Cierra in the nick of it all. And that's a whole nother conversation when it comes to Cierra, and we'll touch on that. But yeah, I mean, people could potentially give it to Pepe, but I feel like Brian and Amaya is it makes more sense considering the fact that before he even learned how America truly felt about her, he had her back. He stood up for her. He went up against Ace when nobody else gonna do it. Shout out to him. In addition to that, he went and had a sit down with him and Amaya, and they were vibing with each other, and he was kind of already showing that interest in her before America said what they said. So I would like to see it. I know we down to the wire, but this cast played so much in America's face the entire season that literally there is no couple that is the best couple, and you really have to pick the best of the few. Now, I do believe that some people are believing that Chris and Huda is an option. I think if it came down to the wire of who's going to be the top two couples, it's going to be Amaya and Brian, and likely Chris and Huda. That's what it is that I see. And may the best woman win. You know, both of the ladies have had their time in the damn villa where they, may have crashed out, went through stuff, whatever it was. So it's going to be interesting to see. If you ask me, I feel like Chris is still not as genuine as Brian is. Brian hasn't given us a whole lot for us to question at this time, but I feel like Chris has. Okay, him sitting up there having that conversation with her about his career and stuff, and I understand it was supposed to be a vulnerable moment between the two, but I don't know. I still got my side eye on him. Okay, he wants to go and explore and do other things and get outside of basketball, but he also doesn't want to let go of basketball. And I'm inclined to believe that once he's out of this damn villa, he's going to be going right on back to basketball. So that's going to be interesting to see if the connection between Huda and him get any stronger. Now, granted, him not being Huda's type may be a good thing for Huda because maybe you need to step outside of your type and you may potentially get a good guy. He might be. But at the same time, if she's stuck on her type, then he ain't it, period. And this is cute and it's good enough to keep both of them in the game until the very end. Okay. But if Huda wins the overall show, it's a hand clap to her and a shrug of the shoulder for me because y'all had a chance to get Huda out of this villa on more than one occasion and y'all chose not to. So that's what you get. Okay, that's what you get. Now, if our girl Amaya Papaya wins, congratulations. I feel like for me, it's well deserved because ultimately she was the only one there for love for real. To me, I mean, the people that could have had a chance at some love, y'all disrupted the connection between them. In addition, y'all sent the people home, so they couldn't really jail with each other. So you guys have been very fugazi, but it's okay as far as the cast is concerned. But yeah, I think Elan's gonna go home, as I said, And I think that the final couples will be Amaya and Huda. Now, if you ask me, I feel like producers, in my personal, I think that they may have wanted Nick to be in the finals. I do. The way that Nick got eliminated and then y'all saved him, I question if they would have sent TJ home and not Nick, right? If TJ would have gone home and it would have been TJ and Olandria, would you guys have brought Olandria back? I'm just wondering. Or you only did it because Nick was eliminated, so therefore it gave you guys to lean into this whole Nicolandria thing. But at the same time, was it really about Nicolandria, or was it more so about what you guys wanted, which was for him to not go home and stay until the end? That is what I question. Okay. Because how I'm feeling, you really can remove him and Cierra together. They both can step off to the side. Since they want to send people home that's actually got a connection, we can go ahead and send them home since they actually got a connection in this final week. Okay. But anywho, that is what's going on with the show. You guys know there has been a lot going on with Cierra. As far as the fans are concerned, she did say a racist word as it pertains to the Asian community. She said the C word. I slipped up and said it myself, girl, when I was trying to explain to you guys the other night exactly what it was that she said. And I'm still learning about it because I'm wondering, like, how is that racist to their community? And I'm not saying that it isn't or it's not. I'm just saying that I did not know this. I wasn't aware, so I'm trying to learn. Okay. So yeah. Did not know that. But honestly, it's not a word that I've used. I use it in explaining it to you guys, but it's not something that I've used. I've seen a lot of people refer to themselves as that, when they're speaking on facial features or whatnot. I've seen that before. Um, but yeah. That's not something, but anywho, she's gotten caught up with that, and I do have some questions around it. First of all, a lot of people feel as though it was racist for her to say, and she has to go. Now, I don't know the timeline of this. I'm hearing that the post was made in 2015. I'm not sure if it was that long ago. People are saying that it's like super long ago, and I'm like, well, when she said it, did she know at the time that that word was a racist word? Did she know that, or racial slur? Did she know that at that time, or what? And I'm not giving her excuses or anything. I'm just merely asking questions. I also question the audience that want her gone. One, I agree. If you're gonna do it for one, let's keep it on the unified front, and let's pack them up, and get them the hell up out of here, okay? Because you guys wasted absolutely no time when it came to Ulyssa. After a video from a few years ago resurfaced of her saying things more than one time, she said the N word probably about 6 times in 3 seconds or something, and I was like, wow, girl, what? Are you okay? Right? And, a video leaked of her talking about it again where she was saying something like, well, if people don't want folks using the N words, they shouldn't use it in songs and this and that. And I'm like, girl, that's you just justifying the fact that you're continuing to say it to this day until somebody put their foot in your ass on your neck and in your head. And then you're going to want to scale back on that word. Okay. You're going to, do it around the right people, honey. And we wish you the best of luck with that. Okay. And yeah, so that's what she's over there doing. That's what she's saying. But ultimately they got her the hell up out the villa. And being that she hasn't really learned anything, as she put that statement out as if she did, and then she followed it up with, if they don't want people to use their word and they shouldn't put it in songs. Girl, we're gonna always get passes that you're not gonna get when it comes to that word. And you know that because we own it now. BIT. But aside from that, that's what she got going on. They snatched her up out of here, and she ain't learned no lesson like she was pretending that she did. Now we have Cierra, who they have yet to snatch out, and I feel like they haven't done it because of who she's coupled up with. Number one, the fact that she's even in a coupling, and they don't have many couples because this entire season was a fucking sham. Okay. On top of the fact that we're towards the end and they don't know what to do. So I definitely see Cierra continuing until the end. I know people may not like that. I know it's frustrating. I know you guys are upset about it, but I will be so surprised if they snatched her at the top of this week. I think they're just going to give her less camera time. And now I don't even know if Nick and Cierra would even be in the bottom. Right? It may be Huda, Chris, Amaya, Papaya, and Brian. It may end up being Ace and Chelley and Pepe and Iris. And if not Ace and Shelly, maybe Clark and Taylor. But I don't feel like a lot of people are feeling them for real. So it will probably be Ace and Shelly over them. Whereas Nick and his bestie Taylor and them, you know, they won't be up there. So who knows? We shall see. I'm sure that puts a terrible plan. I'm sorry, a terrible arrow in the plan of the producers, because I feel like I said, they've been over here manipulating things because they wanted Nick to make it to the end. Everybody feels like Nick is just so fine and it's got this personality and Nick is this. Nick is fake. Okay, Nick is fake. That's just what that is. But um, but also hilarious at the same time. Okay, because Nick will sit in your face and literally and turn around and stab you in your back, but in your face at the same time. So you knew he was coming. Right? You knew he was coming. I want you to know that you're not alone in here, as he's talking to Huda, and then turn around and let her know that, yeah, I felt like you should have went home and not Hannah. And I voted for you to go home more than one time. Like, girl, what? Are you my friend or not? Okay. Do you even like me? Do you even care? I wish you really like me. Ain't that's what they be singing over there on the show? Every time they get ready to do a recoupling, they got the vocals playing about, did you ever really like me? Hollering. I can't. But anywho, that's what they have going on. Sierra has been getting thrashed left and right. And this is where I have a question for a lot of the people that are in uproar, right? I feel like there are some people that are truly wholeheartedly in an uproar because of what she said and how it was wrong. And if we're going to be one way with one person, let's be like that with all people, because I wonder, if y'all keep her, does Ulyssa have a case to potentially sue y'all or something? I don't know. I just wonder, right? But like I said, there are a lot of people that want them to stay on the same page with things and get her out of here. But then also there are those people that I'm questioning, what is your real motive? Are you really upset by the term and that she used, and upset about that situation, or do you merely want her out of here because you're hoping for one of your favorite couples to making it to the finals above them? Is that what it is? Are you trying to eliminate competition in an effort to propel your fave into a higher position? That's what I'm wondering. Okay. I do feel like there are a lot of people that are like, she has to go. I get that. Right. Because of what she did. But then there are a lot of other people, half and half, I feel, or maybe 30%, maybe 30-70 of y'all that want her out of here because you're worried that she's competition for your fave. And we wish you the best of luck with that. Okay. Um, yeah. So that's what's going on with Miss Sierra. I don't know. I feel like she's been getting less screen time, and I'm okay with that just a bit. I am. I'm okay with that. I saw where in the previous episode she had that conversation with Olandria, and she was just talking about, oh, I stood behind Taylor because I knew that Nick would really be very, very sad if Taylor went home, and yada yada yada, and blah 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 blah. Right? But I did not see her have a conversation with Iris about why she didn't stand behind TJ, considering the fact that earlier that day they all were sitting up there feeling so confident because they felt like they were such a strong couple. Right? They both were feeling like they were the strongest couples in the villa. One thing about this season, everybody that thought they were the strongest couple, first of all, y'all shouldn't even really be thinking that y'all the strongest couple. Like, everything about this season gave Love Island games. And girl, we are not there, bitch. We are on the Love Island trying to find some love. Okay? It ain't even got to be like that. But the fact that y'all sitting around thinking, trying to figure out who's the strongest couple and competing to be the strongest couple, y'all played yourself. Just like for me, I feel like y'all assuming that y'all were the strongest couple is what y'all thought America saw, because that's what y'all thought. And then y'all got played at the end of the night to learn that, bitch, what you think ain't what we think. We don't even really like you. We don't. We never really liked you. Like, okay, we sat up there and clocked y'all. Y'all thought that we was over there praising y'all. Y'all got booted on down to the bottom. No. Okay? Can't wait for y'all to come out and see how the people really feeling. Can I also say, and I said this last week and I'm going to say it again, I don't think there's going to be a movie night. I don't even know what the reasoning for the movie night would be. Maybe that it can bring up some more drama to hear that Huda turned around and called people BITs and said this. And you know what? Let's say they do have a movie night. showing antics, showing people kissing and this and that. Y'all, it's the last week. I truly feel like it's going to be a situation of immediate forgiveness. Like, all that happened, but we're good now. Everything is okay. Like, oh, well, I just don't think movie night would give what we think it would give. And then I also feel like it's so late in the season that is it even necessary? Well, a lot of people feel like it's necessary, but is it going to happen? I don't think it's going to happen. I'll be surprised. But if y'all want to do that, okay, cool. In addition to that, the Twitter challenge. I feel like the Twitter challenge was replaced by them doing the whole, hey, America, rank your person from this to that and this and that. Why are we fucking ranking people if the Islanders gonna still make their decision anyway? Now, granted, yes, this is how it has always worked. Okay, this is how it has always worked. We put our votes in, they turn around and they say, based on the people that are left, we'll give you guys a decision to have here. Right? But I want it to be one challenge. Can we get one challenge? One where America said what they said. America said what they said. And that one challenge that I personally felt would have been a good one was when we were ranking the people from high to lowest. I feel like if y'all wanted to save at least one of them, and the Islanders shouldn't even have to had chosen. Y'all should have picked the top 5 already, not the top 6 and save 1 and 5 go home. No. Y'all should have picked, and that would have been a jaw dropper for real if it would have been a situation of, hey guys, we have 5 Islanders. You guys all ranked the lowest with America, and unfortunately for you guys, you will be going home. We appreciate you for being here. You all have 30 minutes to pack. Like, that would have been like, ooh, sick. That would have been some good TV. Okay, that would have been good. Now, what I would have wanted to have seen was whether Clark was going to leave out of the villa to go with Taylor. I also would have wanted to see whether Iris was going to follow suit once she saw that Clark was leaving with Taylor. Would you have left with TJ at that time? At least give us in the upcoming season, just give us one. At least one where America said what they said. And you can send them a text out letting them know tonight we're going to have a challenge of America said what they said. Right? And once they hear what we have to say, whether it's tweets or whatever, matter of fact, mix it up, do both. Give them our tweets, let them know what we think, and then based on what the tweets are saying, y'all put yourselves in order from most to least, right? And then we asked America to rank their favorite Islander. Oh, okay. Well, these are the Islanders that scored the lowest. Not in a particular order, but these are the guys and girls. And your time on the island has concluded. Like, we're gonna go ahead and say stage left. Thank you. 30 minutes. 30 minutes. 30. I'm speaking. 30 minutes. Okay, your time is up. That's how it should go. Period. Okay. So that's what's going on. Okay. Just a little piece over there. I am going to continue to get into more because I want to talk about more. Now, as we talked about I'm sorry, not TJ, but Cierra, one of her good friends, I guess, MJ, she was managing her page. And so she decided to take a step back once she learned about the racist comments and things that Cierra has made. So she says, hi guys, I see your comments concerning someone I love and care about. She goes on to say, I want to be clear that I do not condone racism, she says, nor was I aware of the recent screenshots until they were posted, she says. Also goes on to say, I discovered it at the same time as all of you did. I cannot speak for anybody or make any statements besides my own. Okay. Also goes on to say, and decided to take a step back from running her account. I was asked by her family to turn off comments and refrain from speaking on her behalf. This situation has been really difficult and I'm still processing everything. All right. So that is what she had to say. That is what the good friend says. I find this to be very interesting because for you to now back away, granted, I don't know, I don't know how much or how aware she was of any racist, comments or anything like that, hatred or whatever. I'm not sure how much she was privy to. However, I always find it funny when people now want to take a step back when you were okay with getting a bit of clout. Okay, y'all be so ready to attach yourselves to and I feel like this season, for some reason, I feel like in the past, and maybe I wasn't that deep into seeing certain, tweets and comments and TikToks and stuff. I feel like this season has been so crazy that even when you're trying to skip it, it's still in your face, right? So you're seeing and learning about who's behind whose account. I feel like that wasn't such a big thing in the past, right? Where you're knowing who this person manages Cordell's account. This person manages Serena. Let me follow them. Let me go follow the person running Janae's account, right? And that may have existed. I'm just telling you guys what it is that I didn't see. So I'm speaking on it from my point of view, right? This season, for me, it just seems like now the people that are assisting with managing certain accounts are so ready to let everybody know, hey guys, it's me. I'm such and such, and I run X, Y, and Z's account. Okay, so I'm like, are you like, we didn't need to know that. Just run the account. Just do your friend a solid and just do your family member a solid. Just run the account. Why do we need to know exactly who it is that's running the account? Just run it. Okay. I feel like people may do that in an effort to get a little clout and followers for themselves. Just a piece to let everybody know how connected they are to this person. It's like, just do what you're gonna do, because honestly, some of that stuff can backfire, right? As soon as that person doesn't operate how everybody wants them to operate throughout the villa, then the blowback is coming. They're on that person's page, they're going crazy, they're gonna hop over to your page and say things. I've even seen somebody go over to what's her name, Serena's page over on the Insta. Okay, somebody went over, let me see if I can find that post that was made, where somebody went over to Serena's page and tried to call her out because they didn't like the fact that she was following some of the girls on the show, right? Let me check something real quick. Okay. Okay, gotcha. All right, so I'll go back in. Okay, so this person says, y'all look ridiculous under Serena's comments about a show she's not on anymore. This is nuts. Okay. She says, is this not nuts? So the person says, Serena, are you going to keep following Shelly when she's obviously giving mean girl vibes? You're currently the only ex-islander that is following Shelly. The person also says, you're even following Cierra too. Does that mean you and Janae are supporting the mean girls? Girl, they can support whatever they want to support. Okay, like, you need to fall back. So then the person somebody else tells her, following the bullies is not cool, babes. Now, there was a comment that Serena made where she was pretty much telling the person, like, babes, chill out. Okay, I've been following those girls since before, since the time the show started, and I followed those ladies because those ladies were following and supporting me. Okay, so chill out, back up off me, she said, and just enjoy the show. And I have to agree. Just enjoy the show, guys. Have a great time. Just enjoy the show. Enjoy the show. Okay. I feel like it's gotten crazy. It's making me think about other shows. I mean, maybe a little bit of Housewives, if that, but not so much. Like, it takes me back to this other show I used to watch on the OWN network where fans y'all just do too much sometimes. Just go too crazy. And we're not saying don't have an opinion, because I sit on my platform all the time and I'm gonna have an opinion, and that's gonna be, and I'm gonna get a check for it too, period, right? But aside from that, it's just like, you don't have to go over to a person's page and like harass them, harass their family members, and do all of that because you don't like something that was said or something that they did on the show. They probably don't even know what's going on. You over there hopping over there to a person's page trying to drag them, and they probably just found out they have some terrible medical news about themselves. Right? They probably just learned that somebody in their family on their side may have passed away, and you over here dragging them into some drama because of what you don't like on TV. Like, are y'all okay? Okay, I need y'all to look at things from all sides and just not a little piece. At times, I need y'all to get the big picture and not just the dot. Like, are y'all fine? That just it's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. It is crazy land. And I just want the people to slow down just a bit. Okay. And it's the audacity of anybody to go to Serena's page and ask Serena, "Oh, you're going to continue to follow Shelly and Olandria after they sat up there and gave mean girl vibes, and to follow Cierra, but y'all are literally over there following behind Huda in droves after she verbally attacked the God of Jeremiah." after she went the off and snapped on that man unwarranted, even when he was trying to just be calm and reset things with her to get them to a better place, she snapped off on the man. Like, huh? Hello? She literally threatened Iris. Iris didn't even feel comfortable on more than one occasion. Was that Iris? I think that may have was that Iris. I think it may have been Iris. It could have been someone else. But remember when they were on that challenge, they had the lingerie, and Jeremiah was getting kissed. Huda leaned back and told her, "Bitch, if you don't get the going, like, first of all, why are you talking to her like that? This is a challenge, okay? And y'all not just hold what you got, okay? It's about to be over with real quick, okay? You don't even much know that lady. Now, maybe you could have did that to a Sierra or something, right? Maybe you could have did that to Sierra, like BIT, if you don't get, because they like y'all have a relationship, so you guys understand each other in a sense to where maybe she's okay with you talking to her like that or whatever. Like, maybe you could have did that with the girls that you know, but she's just coming in doing her job and she feeling threatened, like, whoa, what the hell? So I can't remember if that was Iris or not or someone else. But you did that, and then you turned around when you're upset with him as if he chose to go on a date with her. Huda's running over there to the dang old girl. Iris, can I pull you for a chat, please? Guys, can y'all go sit down there and da 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 da? What did Jeremiah say? It's like, chill, bro. Hold what you got. But you guys are running over there to follow her in droves. You don't think that was giving mean girl energy? But you guys have ran it up, even with buying followers, to get her to 2 million. Okay? So it's like, Blue Ivy girl, hold what you got. Like, calm down, calm down. Okay? Anywho, there's more that I want us to tap into when it comes to this show, honey. And let me see what else I want us to get into. All right. Um, Ace's best friend. Let's touch on her for a quick second. Ace's best friend has been in here tripping the hell out. Have y'all seen this? Let me go ahead and get this up on the screen for you guys to see. All right. This is Ace's girl best friend, and she has some things to say when it comes to Miss Chelley. And let us check out what she says.
Telling you in your face, and I hope this is pre-recorded, and I hope Ace brings this back home, and I hope Ace understands, and I'm gonna let him know. I'm gonna call him. Don't bring that bitch around me. I'm letting you know that right now because I don't like you. Where was I at? I would have not said sorry for a motherfucking thing. I'm not saying sorry for bouncing that ass on that man's lap. I know that in your face. When Chelley, you're fake. Basically that, and I circled it. Y'all can screenshot this if y'all want to. I also will say it to your face because you can't do shit about it. Anyways, you know how I am, and you know how I get down. Huda is too nice, and I would have not said sorry to Chelley. I would have said sorry to a fuck thing. They're homies. I would have said sorry for shit.
And I noticed that she often gives off that type of energy from the type of videos that I've seen where she enjoys the conflict of it all. But it's like, man, just be mindful. I know that you know your best friend or whatever. And first of all, I don't think that Chelley did too much of anything for you to feel like you gonna say whatever you gonna say in her face and then really assume that she's not gonna do anything back. Number one, that's crazy. Number two, why would you want to be that person if you see that your friend is trying to form a connection with them? If it's not supposed to work, it's gonna fall out on its own. Like, they don't need the extraness of it all. Don't bring that BIT around you. I feel like he not. I feel like you're right. He's not. He's probably not. Not, and I don't think that it would be because you told him not to. I just think that he would want to, not have that type of energy. Okay. Also, I feel like you got to be mindful with situations like this because, again, sometimes people actually be choosing their partners over their friends. And I'm not saying that's a good thing. Okay. But what I'm saying is, as much as you're like, don't bring that BIT around me, if he finds himself in love with Chelley and Chelley says, I don't want her around, you're not going to come around, then you're going to start being mad at Ace because he made a decision to how important Chelley is in his life over you, and then yikey dikey, right? So, hate that. I don't think this was a nice video, but I understand if you may have felt the way about her actions, you may have felt the way about how she may have shown up in that split moment of time. In that split moment of time. And they've moved on. They've resolved their issues. And see, this is why sometimes I feel like you can't get too involved with what your friends got going on. Unless it's like some physical abuse type stuff or whatever. Because it's like, child, you over here being so stronghold on your thoughts of somebody else's relationship right? And then when that person gets back with that person, or they on good terms or whatever, you on the outs. And that's just not with relationships. Sometimes that's with friendships. Okay, that's with any type of relationship. And then you having your 2 cents jumping in this and that, and then you the one that's supposedly having their back. They done put you to the side because they still want that friendship over there, or they still want that relationship over there. So either way, ain't a good luck. But that's what she said. You guys leave your thoughts and let me know how you all feel about what it is that she had to say. Okay, let me know your thoughts down in the comments. All right. So there is more that I want us to get into. So let me see here, because y'all know Austin has been out of the villa. He has, y'all. Austin has been out of the villa. And since Austin has been out of, oh, you know what? Let me play this real quick before we get to Austin. This is Ulysa. This is what she said about the N word, okay?
Guys, and I don't hate you guys. If I was racist, I would hate you guys, and I don't hate you guys. So I know the origin of the word, but you know what? If people feel so pressed about a word, then it should be removed from music, because you guys are out here dehumanizing the word. Because in every song, every rap song, the word is on there. Every fucking rap song. I know I can't use the word. It's been through my...
Again, girl. They don't have to adjust nothing. They asking you to adjust, period. Okay? And that's just what it is. So Miss Ma'am is A-okay with how she shows up, and I'm gonna let her rock out. I am going to let her rock out because she's gonna meet the right one, and they're gonna rock her. And that just has nothing to do with me on that front when they get rocked. But anywho, I also want us to tap into Austin really quickly, because Austin put up a post where he was like answering questions and different stuff.
Attention only
And
one time.
let me get this up
because this is
here. So Austin put up this post. He was answering questions, and somebody asked him, "How does it feel being a racist bigot in the villa?" Woo, y'all be coming strong, don't it? Yeah, y'all be coming a whole lot of strong. This is what he had to say.
I'm gonna give this attention only one time because this is like crazy. But are you fucking dumb? Like honestly, are you dumb? Like, do you not think? I have a black woman tatted on my side. Use your head.
Well, Austin, how are you supposed to know there's a black lady tatted on your side? Number one, that means absolutely nothing. That's the first thing you have to understand, right? But the second thing is you didn't get it filled in. And you didn't get it filled in like it's a black woman. Hello? That look like a Caucasian woman. I don't know who that is on your side. You talking about telling people to use their head. No, you use yours. Use yours, because you saying that does not mean absolutely any damn thing. You sound about as dumb as you listen. I like you guys. If I was racist, I wouldn't like you guys. And if they don't want people using it, then they shouldn't put it in the music. Like, y'all sound dumb, okay? But anywho, Austin did come to the front, and he had a post to make for the people. He says, "I want to take a moment to address my recent repost that has caused offense to some of you. As you all know, I have a very dry sense of humor, baby. You meant to put very, 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 very dry, okay?" So he says, "And I genuinely didn't think before sharing that content. It was never my intention to hurt or upset anyone." He says, "I value and respect all individuals and their perspectives. I recognize that my choice of content did not resonate well with everyone, and for that, I sincerely apologize." He says, "I'm committed to learning from this experience and to being more mindful in the future. Thank you for your understanding and for holding me accountable. Love you all. Thank you so much for an incredible experience." All right. So that is what Austin had to say in an effort to redeem himself. You guys let me know how you're feeling about that. Okay. You guys let me know how you are feeling about that. I don't know if he's racist. I don't know if he's racist. I would want to think that he's not, but he has reposted some things that has not been in favor of everyone. Okay, we have not liked some of the things that he has reposted over to his TikTok, and it's just, his mindset, his perspective, how he sees things, and people are not rocking with it at this time. Right. But we'll see what he learns. Okay. Hopefully he doesn't get down to the social media, honey, and he not over here trying to justify nothing. Cause the people not trying to hear it. Okay. I'm not trying to hear it. Like we not trying to hear Ulyssa. Okay. She done teamed up over there with JD. They've been over there hanging out, taking pics, doing whatever it is that they do. I'm like, oh, okay. Okay, so y'all linking up, y'all hanging out. I guess. Like, I guess too. That's what they do. All right. Let me check out some of these pictures. JD, and I know he couldn't wait. They couldn't wait. Listen, it seemed like they may have still found a connection beyond the villa, honey. Ain't that something? Do y'all think they should keep Beyond the Villa going? Y'all know that the new episode is supposed to, or the first episode of a brand new season, Beyond the Villa, with season 6 cast. Minus Cordell. He'll be popping in like a friend of. But it starts on next Sunday. After that, it's not an everyday thing. I believe it's going to drop every Thursday. And then following shortly after that, we should be getting Love Island games. When I looked it up online, they're saying that Beyond the Villa is supposed to have like 27 episodes, but I don't know how true that is because I don't think it's supposed to be like every night. I believe it's dropping like every Thursday. But I think that may be inaccurate as far as the amount of episodes. Something about that didn't sound right. I'm like, what? Y'all gonna be able to squeeze that much? Or is it like short episodes? Is it like 30 minutes long or something? Not sure. But if we enjoy this season, do you think they should keep it up with this cast of season 6? Or do you think that they should bring on people of the following season, right? Meaning season 7, and allowing us to see Beyond the Villa. Personally, for me, I feel like I will take another season, and I haven't even seen this season yet, right? I would take another season of Cast season 6. I feel like they've done enough all last year and this year for us to get 2 seasons out of it. And then after that, maybe do a switch up, depending on the genuineness of the following season, right? Season 8. If we get some genuine couples or whatnot, cool. Matter of fact, maybe they can go back into the archives if that's what they want to do, and maybe pull on some people from before. Right. But I feel like it should be within that cast. I feel like whenever you should mix up the cast should be for Love Island games, but not so much as Beyond the Villa. Because what will they all really have in common for real? So y'all let me know your thoughts on what you would like to see. Should there be a season 2 of Beyond the Villa? All right. Next up, one thing I want us to get into is Jeremiah and Jaylen. They linked up and they chatted about the show, of course. But the clip I want us to focus on is whether or not they're going to be reaching out to their connections. Okay, the connections that they were hoping to expand on before they both were kicked out of the villa. So let us check out what it is that they had to say over here, honey.
Pursue Olandria after the villa for me. Hey man, her door was locked for me, my guy. I don't know. My door was her door was locked. So
yeah.
I mean, she picked who she picked. I mean, I'm
this out the villa though. This out the villa. Hey, shout out for the gifters, bro. We're hooping on them.
Yeah, for sure. Shout out to the gifters. Shout out to putting the hats on my head, the roses. Shout out to all y'all. Love you guys.
Yeah, love y'all.
What you say out of the villa? I mean, no, man. No.
She says, I'm in Georgia right now.
No.
What?
Nah, I can't. Nah.
I feel you, bro. I feel you.
Now, what about, okay. What about you, Adriana? Would you
That's tricky. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It's tricky. I gotta hear what really happened, but probably not. But I'm gonna hear her out for sure. Like, I'm gonna hear her out.
Man, shout out to you guys. I'm sorry, Jay, man. Shout out to you guys. They doing a good.
No, yeah, shout out for the love, bro. For real, we're hooping. But I said she don't deserve it. Okay, yeah. As of right now, I'm in the same boat with you. I'm with you. Bro.
Well, Jeremiah, I don't believe you. You need more people, okay? Because first of all, you're saying that you won't give Andrina a chance based on what it is you're hearing Jaylen say, but you also say you're definitely willing to hear her out. All right, he's definitely a lover boy. I don't believe that Jeremiah is fully over the connection that he had with Andrina. So should she reach out, I believe he's going to answer. Now, it was stated that he was following her on social media and then unfollowed her after the comment where Ace asked her if she felt like Jeremiah was coming on too strong, right? Well, they said he unfollowed her after that. Well, now that she's out of the villa, guess what? She has followed him back. And you know what else I want us to get into? Something else I want us to get into is what she had to say on After Sun. All right. So let's see if we can get this to play of her talking about that moment on After Sun.
Like he came on like strong and quick and you said yes? I mean, he did, but that doesn't mean I don't like that. Like, I like a man that, you know, this, I want you, I only want you. And, you know, I feel like since the moment I walked in, he was like, I'm here for you. Let me do everything I can for you.
Oh, so. Nice. So it was like not in a negative way.
No, at all.
Okay.
Not at all. Take
like he came on
all right.
strong and quick.
So that is what was said. Okay. Seems like that was something that she liked. She liked when a man is clear about what it is that he wants, all of that. There's no questioning. Okay. Considering the fact that she has not had a boyfriend before, I thought, right? So I feel like when I hear that, that leaves me to believe is what I was kind of already believing. When Ace asked her this question, she says, yeah, but he also was quick to say, exactly. So, I mean, if there was any elaborating that she was going to do, he cut her off. So they moved on to the next thing. Okay. But I do wish that she would have said, I don't have to answer that. You know, that's y'all gonna say what y'all got to say. However you feel is going to be how you feel anyway. Okay. So that is what was said. So being that she's saying that that is something that she liked, and Jeremiah is saying that he's willing to hear her out, that is enough for me to believe that I wouldn't be surprised if they reconnected and him re-following her again. Getting to know each other. Is something going to come from that? IDK. Maybe a good friendship. We shall see. Another thing, Olandria, girl, you fumbled. You fumbled, girl. You did. I'm going to have to tell you that you fumbled. Because Jaylen was a damn good catch, if you ask me. At first, I was a little skeptical when he was coming into the villa, but I said, you know what? No, he's very cute. Love his dimples. Very handsome man. Got his stuff together. Went over there, checked out his social media. I said, oh, baby, it's giving big dog. What we talking about? Big dog energy. What's going on? I was loving all of it. I said, oh, Olandria, please. Well, see, when Jaylen says that he can't make space and room for her, it's because, listen, I got all these chicks in my DMs and they bad too. I got all these chicks in my DM and they bad too. So with that being said, I think he's going to entertain the connections that are in the DMs. All right. He's not going to backtrack. And that is something that I wish Olandria had about herself. If you weren't getting all what you wanted in the beginning, backtrack. We all know that when you're talking to a person and you kind of like start shifting towards someone else and giving them your attention, the person that you would rather have in the beginning starts giving you all this energy, right? But if they would have just matched your energy in the beginning, it would not have been a need to go get to know somebody else. So if people would just recognize that in the moment and cut these motherfuckers off, because a lot of times when you go back, they ain't talking about you anyway. Anywho, girl, that's just that. Okay, y'all, good luck to the people. Okay, all in all, that's what they got going on. Miss Olandria fumbled. And Jaylen is moving on. I hope he goes back on his word, but it's not looking so great. All right. Another thing I want us to get into before we get completely out of here is Iain. Okay. Iain Stirling is the voice of Love Island UK and Love Island USA. And he did sit down with Entertainment Tonight. And we're going to listen to a little bit of a clip where he talks about the Olandria of it all. Okay, the Olandria of it all, honey. He talks about that. And then he also talks about the connection that Olandria had with Taylor and how he thought that they was really finna be something. He really thought that that they was locked in and they could potentially go on to win this show. And you know what I wonder now? I wonder, did the producers believe that too? Did the producers see that as well? So they made sure to give us certain types of edits. All right, that like out of all of the edits where they could have actually been locked in the same way he was with Clark, instead of giving us that, or yeah, that's what I'm saying. If there were times that Olandria and Taylor were locked in the same type of way that he was with Clark, they didn't show us that. But what they did show us was him going to Ace saying, hey, I'm not physically attracted to her. Now, when you say that to me, I feel like it makes sense as to why we didn't see moments like him and Clark. But if Iain, who gets access to way more footage than we do, because he has to voice over this stuff, and then editing picks and chooses what it is they want or don't want, it just has me questioning the producers, okay? So what is really the goal here? Why did y'all not want to show that? And I'm gonna say this, and the people not gonna like it, but I feel like I already said it. I'm not gonna say it again. We're not gonna worry about it. Don't worry about it, guys. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Let's just go ahead and check out what it is that Iain had to say about Olandria and Taylor.
Like, I can't tell you the last time when Nick and Olandria kissed.
Let me actually take off the speed because, I'll listen to something super fast, but let's get into that.
I can't tell you the last time when Nick and Olandria kissed. I can't tell you the last time I felt more like a viewer watching that show in the last sort of like 5 years. It was mad.
My makeup is all over your face.
I love it. Just keep it there.
Do you, after watching that, do you buy that they are not into each other?
After we kissed, immediately I'm like, okay, this was fun.
Yeah.
But just like, I just don't think romantically, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think we're better off just, how we were, so you know what I mean?
I'm on the same page, and I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
I thought that was it. But then they've been surprising me the whole way through because I thought Taylor and Olandria were going to like sign, sealed, and delivered, win the whole show like a weekend. And I don't say that flippantly. Like I said, 10 years I've seen couples come and go, but they just had that vibe. And then I thought Nick was like really smitten by her actually. So yeah, then that was sort of the whole thing's blowing my mind. I'll need to like compute it a little bit more. Welcome to Love Island, USA. Earlier.
All right. So y'all heard that. He thought that they were actually going to go on and win this show based on the things that he saw from the first week in after being a person that has watched Love Island for about 10 years at this point. Now, Love Island UK, which I do believe is the original Love Island, they've been around for 12 years. They're on their 12th season now, and I've been seeing mixed reviews about it. Some people's been saying it's really good. Some people are like, oh my God, y'all, this ain't it. So I don't know. And after they dropped those Casa More pics, they definitely had some folks dragging them in the comments, okay? But yikes, all right? However, he's been around for a very long time. So to have a person that's been around for a long time and you can kind of gauge and tell what the vibes are, and then to see that we as an audience didn't even see that, this is why I want to see. And for the people, I've said this before, for those of you guys that was here with me, season 3, when the show was over there on CBS, and then afterwards, additional footage, kind of like Big Brother, the live feeds would go over to like Paramount Plus or whatever the app was called at that time. We could see different things, unedited raw footage. Then when they got over to Peacock, they decided to give us those unseen bits, right? They still would give us the unseen bits. And I think we would also get After Sun, or maybe After Sun came after Unseen Bits for us. But Unseen Bits was like not that good. It would be like from challenges and stuff that we didn't see there or whatever. Like it just wasn't that good. It was another edited version of what it is they wanted us to see. And I'm just like, give us a little bit more though. Let us see some of these people in their natural elements. What is the true vibe? Right? But honestly, some part of me does feel like, you know what, we don't deserve that, because the way the hooligans have been running around going crazy. I've heard that people have drug and reached out to Taylor's mom. You don't have to like Taylor, but y'all going all over there to this man's mom's page and stuff. Right? Ace's brother having to come out to say things like, y'all are doing entirely too much for people that do not know you, and they're getting good edits, sometimes bad edits, sometimes on a show. And y'all are over there saying and doing whatever it is that you're doing. Some of those people that you're propping up on a pedestal will probably wouldn't look at you twice if they were outside. So, and you over here going up for them. So it's just like, slow down, okay? Slow down. All right. And if I don't, I'm not going to drag you too much. Now, I'm going to say what I say. Like, Huda hasn't been my fave, but I'm not over there in Huda's comments dragging her, talking about her motherhood. I don't know that lady as a mama. I do not know that woman as a mama. Okay. So it's like, just like, hold what y'all got. And not y'all. When I'm talking about, not y'all, but them. Those people that's over there with the carrying on, doing all these deep dive research all on these people, pulling up different stuff that's not relevant to the show just a bit. Now, I'm not talking about the racist stuff in there. I'm just talking about like other stuff, okay? All right, the stuff that's not relevant to the show, digging on it, like, okay, harassing. And it's really more so because the people gonna dig. That's what they do. It's more so the harassment. Y'all have got to take it easy on the people. Okay? Just take it easy. It's okay to enjoy somebody, but y'all take standing to a different level. Calm down. But anywho, that's all that I got. I wanted to come and run my mouth for a little bit. I'm sure a lot of what I said you guys are not going to agree with. Do I care? No, I don't. No, I don't. What I do appreciate is you guys continuing to watch. If you've watched this long, you stayed for a majority of the video. So if you hadn't liked the video at this point, you might want to question yourself as to why you didn't, okay? Go ahead and like the video because you know you're going to be back every time. All right, make sure that you're also subscribing to the channel. You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Jamie That's Me. And of course, I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.
I preach to the choir, stand with my feet to the fire, give all the glory to God. Stand in the midst of these haters, I'm silent, nobody can stop me. Just gotta check in my notification, them numbers hit like it's a praxis. Cashed out at the ATM, and the ATL, they done made a gym. I've been kicking doors like the ATF, got them trying to clone me like ages. Game time, I invaded gym, high elevated, I could face the rim, putting shots up. I got laser focus, about to take it